We received a thought-provoking question. I want to be on disability, but I also want to stop feeling so depressed. What should I do? Welcome to our channel dedicated to the treatment of depression and depression-related conditions. I'm Dr. Bergina here at Led Life, Concierge Psychiatry, and we answer the questions that you have about depression and anything that's connected to it. So first of all, thank you for reaching out and sharing your time with us. And also thank you for sharing your thoughts with us for the person that asked that question. Now, I am a board certified psychiatrist, but I'm not necessarily your individual psychiatrist. So as always, talk to your provider about the information that we talk about today. This is meant to be education for you that you can take back to your own provider, and you guys together can come up with a plan that's tailored to you. Now, our goal is to help you get and stay depression free. And this is some mental health guidance on disability. And answering questions about what you should do if you want to be on disability, but also want to stop feeling depressed, the long and short of it is you should make up your mind. I'm not saying that to be harsh or unempathetic. If you guys have followed me or know me or are a part of our practice, you know that's just not how we roll. When I wrote the book, Victory Over Depression with and Without Medicines, I devoted an entire chapter to questions like that. It was about deciding if you wanted to get better and how much you were willing to put in, how much effort just in getting better. Because it's not easy, it takes a lot. Now, if you haven't dealt with clinical depression, you might not get this. It might not make any sense to you. Why would a person not want to get better? But let me give you some real talk for a moment. If you've been depressed, I mean really clinically depressed, severely depressed, and then gotten better, but then went into depression again, it's energy draining. And you might be thinking, why did I waste my time getting better to just go back to feeling like this? Sometimes you forget how good it felt to be good, but you instantly remember, oh gosh, I remember this feeling of feeling so bad. And only being able to remember the bad feeling is difficult. Now, it doesn't take as much energy to be depressed. Just sit there, lay there, not do anything, watch TV, and not, just not engage in life. That can be easier than having to make choices about what you're going to eat, make choices about what you're going to drink, make choices about exercising and boundaries and changing your relationships and changing your sleep patterns and going to therapy. That's a lot for a person to deal with. And if they're already dealing with debilitating depression and it's impacted their function, their health, their lifestyle, their relationships, they feel disabled. And they want other people to understand that what they have is a potentially disabling condition. But there's always a but. If you really want to be free from depression, you do have to make up your mind that that is what you want, and you will devote your energy to achieving that. It is a choice. And I say that because I've been doing this a long time, and I've also been where a lot of my patients have been in terms of depression. I talk about that in the book as well. And I was reminded yesterday that I'm about to celebrate a 20-year reunion in medicine just this week. Now, in that time, I've worked with people in workman's compensation. I've done forensic evaluations on people that have been in institutions and also those who have been out. And I've seen people who are looking for disability for mental illness, getting Social Security disability, maintaining a workman's compensation claim, getting long-term disability. Guess what? It takes hours. It takes work. The disability process often involves talking to attorneys, going to doctor's appointments to get medical records and other paperwork completed, and then meeting with your claims examiner or your case adjuster to prove your claim. Again, that's time, that's energy, that's work. And we're not even talking about the insurance company that might decide to give you the disability and then recant it a little bit later. And maybe you're back in there. It's a thing, trust me. So you have to decide, which one do you want to be on? Do you want to devote all that energy to trying as much as possible to get better? Or do you want to devote all that energy to trying as much as possible to get on disability? Now, don't get me wrong, you can be on disability and get better at the same time. I have absolutely supported people as they take time off work and get short-term disability to be able to get the treatment that they need. But the point is that they're using their time benefit and their energy benefit for what it's meant for, to get the treatment that they need, to restore as much health as possible. Now, there's a term we use called MMI, or maximum medical improvement, which means we've helped the patient improve to the maximum level that we can based on the current medical knowledge. Now, new stuff is coming out all the time. A person might have been able to get MMI years ago, but now that there's Spravato and TMS, that's new science, that's new information, those are new treatments that we can use. But even if there is still a disability, there's also still some functional ability. And I encourage every patient to be fully functional with what they have. We work a lot with people on the autism rainbow. We work with a lot of people who have different abilities. They may not be able to do all of the same work that another person can do, but let me tell you, they really do want to work. Now, you, if you're struggling, may not be able to do 8 hours, but can you do 4? You may not be able to work the job that you train your whole life for, but maybe going to vocational rehab and getting a different job might be better. Have you considered entrepreneurship through freelancing or contract work when you can work during the periods that you want to? You can rest during the times that you can't, but you can get the work done that you need to help you feel really good about yourself. None of those options work. Volunteering is always an option. There are so many different things that you can do to take the focus off of you and your illness and what you can't do to focus on what you can do, particularly if something that you can do to help somebody else in their journey. Now, I am Dr. Bergina with Let Us Psychiatry, where our goal is still to help people in the DMV get and stay depression free. And if you can't say amen to this video, maybe you need to say ouch. Now, I know there was a little bit of tough love, but it's still love. And I hope that you can still have a very blessed day on purpose.